This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Looking back to sports headlines and headline makers in High Desert and Mojave River Valley history, Kenyard Edwards Jr. rushes for 313 yards in the Victor Valley College 2021 home opener. Massive Oak Hills lineman Nathaniel Glass and Chris Torres head up Bulldogs, highlighted in 2019's preseason preview of Mojave River League and Desert Sky League teams. 4 players drafted by major league teams lead the Daily Press 2015 All-Area Baseball team. 1 is pitching in the Miami Marlins organization. 2 are on their way to USC. Another is an Arizona State commit competing for a spot on the USA Under-18 team. This Granite Hills Cougar will be drafted in 2016 by the New York Yankees. A truly outstanding array of talent named to the Daily Press All-Area Baseball team. R.J. Peace of Serrano led the Diamondbacks to the CIF Championship, finishing his senior season with a .24 ERA with 97 strikeouts in 87 1/3 innings. Peace did not allow an earned run in 22 1/3 innings in the playoffs, covering 3 starts and 1 relief appearance. The 6'2", 180-pound Peace was drafted by the Miami Marlins 5 days after pitching his team to the CIF title. Solomon Bates of Oak Hills posted a 192 earned run average for the Bulldogs. The 6'2" Bates struck out 96 batters in 58 1/3 innings. Solomon Bates withdrew from the Major League Draft and will attend the University of Southern Cal. Named to the All-Pac-12 team his junior year, he was drafted by the San Francisco Giants in 2018. Saxon Andros is a first-team All-CIF selection for the Diamondbacks as a junior. The 5'11" Andros won 9 games for Serrano, 4 of those complete game victories, compiling a 1.51 earned run average while striking out 95 in 69 2/3 innings. Southpaw Miles Sandum of Granite Hills is another junior, another 9-game winner, and another first-team All-CIF selection. The 6'3", 220-pound Miles Sandum will be drafted in 2016 by the New York Yankees. The second member of the Daily Press All-Area team bound for USC is catcher Caleb Murphy out of Excelsior. The CIF Division VII Player of the Year, Murphy led the Eagles to the CIF Championship. His .645 batting average was 4th highest in the state, and Murphy was named to the Max Prep Small Schools All-State team. He wound up catching Solomon Bates at USC his junior season. The Daily Press All-Area Utility Player is catcher by trade Alex Spadafora of Serrano. Spadafora threw out 9 of 11 attempted base stealers, allowed 2 passed balls the entire season, and committed but 1 error. The 5'8", 155-pound senior Spadafora hit .384 and led the Diamondbacks with 21 runs driven in. The Oak Hills Bulldogs are the highest-bracketed High Desert high school football team in CIF's annual realignment of playoff divisions. The Bulldogs are in Division 5. Nathaniel 77, and Chris Torres, 76, lead Bulldogs returning standouts. The 6'2", 311-pound Nathaniel is an All-MRL first-team selection on both offense and defense. The 6'3", 304-pound Chris Torres, first-team All-MRL on offense. Coach Robert Kistner's Dogs open the season hosting Antelope Valley. Last season, Apple Valley was in CIF Division 5. This year, the Sun Devils join Silverado in Division 6, throwing that in the mix as the Hawks and Sun Devils prepare for their annual season opener against one another. Coach Matt Rohrbaugh has 4 returning all-league starters. Wide receiver Tyron Smith, 13, is a 6'1", 180-pound junior. Tight end Ryan Webster, 17. He's 6'3", 245. He'll be at defensive end as well. On defense, team captain Jeremy Justice at safety. The 6'3", 190-pound senior was a two-way starter, hauling in 19 passes at wide receiver, 4 for touchdowns, plus 1 two-point conversion. On defense, the free safety recorded 97 tackles. Linebacker Sam Jang, 11, is a 6'1", 190-pound outside linebacker. Sam Jang was in on 97 tackles, second highest total for the Mojave River League runners-up. Silverado invades Newton T. Bass Stadium August 23rd. The Hawks return Kason Brooks, 90, the 6', 225-pound defensive end was all Desert Sky League a year ago. The Hawks' 2018 sacks leader, 21 of Kason Brooks' 31 solo tackles were for a loss. The defending DSL champions are under first-year head coach Kieran Jones. Serrano is in CIF Division 7. Coach Casey Mahalchek's Diamondbacks, the third-place team in the 2018 MRL standings, has two-way starter Michael Thacker, 56, returning. Michael Thacker is 6'3", 220 his senior year. The Sultana Sultans and Victor Valley Jackrabbits are in 2019's Division 9. Both teams enter this season under new head coaches. Victor Valley under Jeff Vanover. Joe Scherf has taken over at Sultana. The Sultans opened the year at Kaiser with 6'3", 270-pound quarterback Nathaniel Glass under center. 290-pound Justice Pele, 51, is a returning all-league performer. The Barstow Aztecs and Hesperia Scorpions are in Division 11. Scorpions coach Casey Goodnow has a bye the first week of the season before going to Adelanto August 30th to tangle with the Saints. Speaking of, the highest profile high desert team entering 2019 is Adelanto. The Saints won the Division 13 CIF championship last season. This year, the Saints are realigned in Division 12. Coach Gali Wadud returns key skill position players, including all CIF running back Marshawn Buchanan, who has committed to the Pac-12's Washington State. Marshawn Buchanan led all high desert running backs his junior season, rushing for over 2,100 yards. Hosiah Stokes is all CIF at wide receiver. Hosiah Stokes was the Saints' leading tackler in 2018 as well. Offensive lineman Kevin Hoskins, 53, first team all CIF on offense. Middle linebacker Joseph Penna, 51, first team all CIF on defense.
Daily at 7:30 and
Granite Hills, Excelsior, and Riverside Prep are in the newly created CIF Division 14. The Cougars had a breakthrough campaign in 2018 under Coach Alex Gonzalez, who now enters his 5th year at the Granite Hills helm. The Victor Valley College Rams host Glendale in their second home game of 2022. We flash back to 2021's Bear Down's encounter against Glendale.
Down home
Kenyard Edwards $3 menu includes grass-fed cheeseburger, organic chicken tenders, grilled cheese with fries and berries, or salad and drink. Call 760-241-4663 for delivery. Drive-through, curbside, or pickup. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest road in Victorville.
VVC 34-30.
Bidfast and Last, world-class auctioneer. Bidfast and Last, liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
That began with a first and goal at the ones. Glendale snatching victory from the
quality truck body, family owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu quality truck bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, and youth-oriented activities. The Bradco Companies, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, the High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest-standing commercial brokerage firm. Bradco, leading efforts to improve the quality of life and standard of living for all residents throughout our high desert region.
The first remarkable
serious legal problem? Don't go it alone. Other guys have a
stages. Glendale marches to the Rams red zone on the opening drive. For the Rams defense,
accidental death,
7
injured on the job,
Marquise
contact,
170-pound safety
business litigation, vehicle accident, unlawful detainer, criminal litigation, get the proper defense by going on the attack. Iwanzek Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems.
We got Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. We got official CIF sanctioned Chanel patches for varsity jackets. We got Tees since 1984. Now 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, we got Tees.
Steadfast, stand
by the community table restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the high desert, and destination of choice of visitors and travelers to the Victor Valley.
Artie Allen and his fellow coaches congratulating his defenders and applauding their accomplishment. But how can the offense move from under the shadow of their own goalpost? Shamar Smith, 80, and center Chris Torres, 76, lead the way. Kenyard Edwards Jr., the first of 40 carries this game. The 5'10", Kenyard Edwards Jr. is listed at 175 pounds. Okay. Straight up the gut on second down, 4 more yards to the 9. 77 Ruben Savaria, 6'2", 318-pound sophomore from Redlands. Chris Torres, the former Oak Hills All-MRL lineman, 6'3", 358, he's a freshman. And now we get to see what makes Kenyard Edwards Jr. so extraordinary. Quick to and through the hole, even quicker to the outside and cutting upfield. Then superlative speed, simply outrunning the Glendale secondary, 91 yards. Longest run from scrimmage this veteran video journalist can recall in all my seasons covering Rams football, 7-0 Rams, 5 minutes in. The Rams effectively mix the pass with the rush on their next possession. Casey Moore to Alex Gonzalez for the first down to midfield. 3 straight Kenyard Edwards Jr. carries on what is becoming the Rams' bread and butter play. The final 22 yards to the end zone, the second touchdown of the game for the freshman running back. The Rams' plan of attack zooms in on mixing the pass with the run. Alex Gonzalez on the quick out from K.C. Moore. Alex Gonzalez, the former Granite Hills Cougar. LaShawn Potts picks up 20. LaShawn Potts, the leading Rams pass receiver coming into this game. He is 6'3", 195. He's from Upland. Back to the ground game from the 11. Kenyard Edwards Jr. beats the cornerback to the sidelines, cuts upfield, and dives to extend the football to the pylon. 6 points Rams on Kenyard Edwards Jr.'s 3rd touchdown of the game. Victor Valley College pulls within 7, 27-20, with 2 minutes showing on the second quarter clock. Glendale drives the length of the field trying to beat the clock, but Victor Valley College turns in its second goal line stand, denying the Vaqueros on 4th and goal at the 1. 70 is Gabe Sadi Jr., the 6'3", 240-pound sophomore and team captain. He is a former Sun Devils teammate of Kenyard Edwards Jr. in their playing days at Apple Valley. Kenyard Edwards Jr. explodes for another huge gain on this, the final play of the first half. Glendale's lead at the half is 27-20. The Rams' passing attack brings them from deep in their own territory all the way to Glendale's red zone in short order to start the third quarter. K.C. Moore to Hosiah Stokes to midfield. Hosiah Stokes, the former Adelanto Saint. Then K.C. Moore to LaShawn Potts, and the Rams are down to the Vaqueros' 11. Following 2 running plays, it is 3rd and 7 at the 8. Glendale sacks the Rams quarterback, and Victor Valley College brings on the field goal team. Carlos Garcia, the former Serrano Diamondback, drives it through the uprights, and the Rams are within 4, 27-23. VVC fails to catch a break when Darius Gibson sacks Glendale's quarterback, creating the fumble, but officials rule it an incomplete pass. If so, intentionally grounding maybe should have been the call. Damian Diaz falling on the ball. Lots of Hdsr talent in action on this play. Damian Diaz, former Victor Valley Jackrabbit. Darius Gibson, who created the almost a fumble, another former Adelanto Saint. The Rams make no doubt about the turnover on the very next play. Former Saint Keyshawn Wilson camps under the pass attempt and picks it off. VVC ball back at the Glendale 40. 2 plays later, Kenyard Edwards Jr. cutting back, doing a half gainer to pick up the first down at the 18. Next play, K.C. Moore pitches it to Aiden Marquez. The former Sultana Sultan leaves the defender in his tracks, racing untouched to the end zone. First touchdown pass of the season for the sophomore quarterback, K.C. Moore. He is out of Spring Valley High School in Las Vegas. The Rams regain the lead 30-27 with 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Is this young Rams team fired up? Deshaun Griffin, the tackle for a loss. First play on Glendale's ensuing possession. And 3 plays later, on the first play of the fourth quarter, Mac Miller intercepts, and Victor Valley College has it back with momentum having swung totally in favor of the home team Rams. Unfortunately, momentum does not translate into offensive productivity, though. It is 3 and out VVC. The teams exchange 3 punts. The exchanges benefit the visitors, and we pick it up with Glendale threatening. It is 3rd and 2 at the 12. What proves to be the game-winning touchdown is scored on the run up the middle. Glendale back on top, 34-30. Just under 6 minutes left to play. Victor Valley College begins this possession 76 yards from the Vaqueros' end zone. The 30-yard completion, K.C. Moore to LaShawn Potts, and the Rams are knocking at the Glendale red zone. Kenyard Edwards Jr. breaks the red zone barrier and carries to the 13. This, an 11-yard gain. Now we see down and distance on the Julian Weaver Stadium scoreboard, as well as the time remaining. Kenyard Edwards Jr. +9 to the 4. With it 2nd and 4, Kenyard Edwards Jr. is spun down after a pickup of 3. It brings up 3rd and 1. The Rams need to get to the 3 for a first down. 3rd and 1 needed for a first down. Kenyard Edwards Jr. carries tacklers with him down to the 1. Glendale calls timeout, hoping to regroup. Rams back out and over the ball. 1st and goal from the 1. The cameraman follows Kenyard Edwards Jr., missing whether a handoff was faked to him or whether the ball is lost on an attempted exchange. We do know the ball winds up on the ground. Glendale recovers and the ball game ends with Glendale winning 34-30. For the Rams, it is recover, regroup, and be back on this field the following Saturday to take on L.A. Pierce.
We Got 'em Tees presents this Action Highlights Hdsr Sports Report. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery designs. We Got 'em official CIF sanctioned Chanel patches for varsity jackets. We Got 'em Tees since 1984. Now 2 locations, Apple Valley and Upland. Oh yeah, We Got 'em Tees.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your Hdsr Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Go, 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 go!
bid test and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting the teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs throughout our High Desert and Mojave River Valley. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in High Desert, Mojave River Valley sports history. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Body. Looking back in High Desert sports and entertainment history, former Barstow quarterback Travis Hunter and All-American wide receiver Donald Fusilier lead the Victor Valley College Rams' comeback efforts against top-ranked Mount San Antonio in this 2009 non-conference encounter. From high school football's archives, Oak Hills Bulldogs tangle with Serrano in 2014. On this date, 2011, it was 70s night at Maverick Stadium. Interviewing former Mavs manager, then Giants skipper Bruce Bochy in 2013 and 2016. Former Barstow quarterback Travis Hunter and All-American wide receiver Donald Fusilier lead the Victor Valley College Rams' comeback efforts against top-ranked Mount San Antonio in this 2009 non-conference encounter.
Linebacker Reggie Green led a VVC defense that climbed all over the highly favored Mountaineers. And Travis Hunter came off the bench to spark the Rams' upset efforts against top-ranked Mount San Antonio College. Coach Dave Hoover's Rams battled back from an early onslaught, outscoring the Mounties 20-13 after falling behind 19-0. The game provided the final test for the Rams before entering American Mountain Conference play. Hunter, the 6', 190-pound sophomore from Barstow, would throw for over 200 yards against the Mount Sac defense, beginning with a 51-yard touchdown pass to Pelton Smalls on his first play from scrimmage. But from the midway point in the opening stanza, the Rams outplayed the top-ranked team in the state on both sides of the ball. The Rams' second touchdown followed strong safety Darren Oliver's interception. Hunter's perfect strike to a streaking Donald Fusilier set up a 1st and goal. Mel Carmichael's blast behind the Rams' offensive line put the ball in the end zone, and the Mounties' lead was cut to 19-13. The third and final Rams score came on Hunter's connection with Fusilier late in the second quarter. At halftime, the Rams trailed 25-20. The Mounties' touchdown in the third, following a pass interception, accounted for the only scoring the second half. The final, 32-20, Mount San Antonio.
The Oak Hills Bulldogs upset Serrano 24-21 in opening round Mojave River League play. Quarterback Nolan Brammer, game-winning touchdown, 4 minutes to play, puts the Bulldogs ahead 24-13.
We've been preparing for this team for 4 years now. We couldn't beat them. And this year we finally had the team to beat them.
DeJounte Fletcher scores the first Oak Hills touchdown on this 86-yard run in the second quarter. This follows a first quarter field goal and gives the Bulldogs a 10-0 lead. Nolan Brammer dials long distance, connects with Jeremiah Lorick on the 45-yard scoring play after Serrano blocked the Bulldogs' punt and ran it in for a touchdown to pull within 3 at 10-7. This made it 17-7 Oak Hills at the half. Serrano's Jordan King scores from 6 yards out in the third. It's 17-13 Bulldogs. King will catch an 8-yard scoring pass from Austin Williams with 2 minutes to play to pull the Diamondbacks back within 3 and end the scoring. Is this the biggest win in Bulldogs history?
Oh, this victory, it feels good. It feels real good. We want to get these guys. They beat me for 3 years, and I really want to beat them my senior year. And I love my team. We did great. Oh, we just played so hard. But we ain't done. We ain't done. We want more.
These 2014 Bulldogs got more, going on to win the MRL title, beating Cathedral City 66-20 in the opening round of CIF, ousting Silverado in the quarterfinals, and advancing to the CIF semifinals for the first time in school history. Hall of Fame-bound Bruce Bochy managed the San Francisco Giants to 3 World Series championships. High Desert fans met him first as manager of the Mavericks in their 1991 championship season. The first of these interviews at spring training in 2013.
Does Bochy have recollections of the 91 title campaign?
Tremendous memories. I had a great time there. High Desert had a great ball club to work with, and we still talk about those times. I'll run into Matt Meetsky or Jay Gaynor or somebody like that, and we talk about the fun that we had and the team that we had and how we gelled together. And also being the first year there and having the fan support that we had there and how they came out and supported us and made it even that much more exciting. And those are days I'll never forget. I thoroughly enjoyed it and fond memories of High Desert.
Bochy remains an icon to High Desert baseball fans.
Well, I appreciate it, and there's times I still go by Victorville and think of the good times I had there, my family and I still have some friends up there. But hopefully now we can get back on track and do the same thing here this year.
Bruce Bochy remains a local favorite after leading the Mavericks to the Cal League Championship in High Desert's inaugural season in 1991.
Well, Bruce, like I said, 20 years ago you won your first championship. Now you've got a World Series. Has your managerial style changed over the years?
I don't think so. Hopefully I've gotten a little wiser. I can't answer that, though. But as far as my style, my demeanor, I can't say I have. I try to do what I think is right, treat the players the way I would want to be treated, and I know it's up to the players, and I've been fortunate. I've had great players since I've been manager.
Truly a player's manager, this speaks volumes. Bochy wore 15 throughout his career, yet gave that number to Carlos Beltran in 2011 when Beltran joined the Giants.
You wore 15 for 3 decades, and then you were giving it up. You took and gave that jersey to someone else. Maybe this is hard for you to answer, but what's that tell us about you, Bruce?
Well, it really probably just tells me tells you that I did the right thing. I mean, Carlos Beltran is comfortable wearing 15. I'm not on the field, so I'm not sentimental about 15. In fact, when I came up, I wore 13, and so it was an easy one for me.
Bench coach Ron Wotus managed against Bochy back in 1991 when with the San Jose Giants. Wotus has seen Bochy's managerial style firsthand as an adversary and now as a member of the Giants coaching staff.
Well, it looks like he hasn't changed a bit. I mean, he started off winning. He won a championship, and now he won the championship last year. Hey, your record speaks for yourself, so he's still winning. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Thanks for these comments, Ron.
Oh, my pleasure. It's good seeing you again.
No doubt, Bruce Bochy is one of baseball's all-around nice guys, in addition to being recognized as one of Major League Baseball's top managers.
Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting High Desert sports. Bid fast and last. Liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting the teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs throughout our High Desert and Mojave River Valley. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you next time around.